Yeah, this shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard.
It's about time. No breaks. Your opinion, not facts, got the right place. Debates, can't wait. Leave it all on the floor, pump fakes, ankle breaks, tomahawks, send the crowd off. It's a short shot on MaudyGraw, not just ball. This is more life. Where you at, Sal? Address bullshit. P so mellow, big 3 shit. Hit subscribe, skip Shannon A. Smith. This a new vibe, so on point. Spread it worldwide. Powerful front and center, about to go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, zone. Bro Nation, welcome home.
What up, Hoopers? Bronationhoops
Home.
back in full effect. Season 3, episode 3, right? Oh, we moving.
3 up, 3 down, baby.
Oh, we moving. What's good with y'all Hoopers out there? Like the song said, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. You know, hit the bell so when we drop these videos, y'all can be notified and y'all can be the first one to check it out. So before we get started, you already know your boy MaudyGraw here. I got my 2 bros with me. Up in this corner, I got my bro Peazy. What up, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, bros? What's going on, Hoopers?
What's up, my guy?
I hope y'all see my boy Mello out there getting it in, so I'm ready to talk about it.
Yes, sir. And of course,
yes, sir.
And of course, up in the other corner up here, I got my bro Sal Pacino. What up, bro?
What's happening, baby? How y'all, man?
Good, bro. Good.
Yes,
Chilling, man. So like I said, welcome back, Hoopers. This is episode 3, season 3, Bronationhoops podcast. We appreciate you tuning in. But you know, like always, before we get started into this basketball talk, you gotta check on my bros. So I'm gonna start with Chino. What up, bro? What's good with you?
Hey, man, ain't too much, big bro. I do have a bit of exciting news for the Hoopers out there.
Ooh.
I mean, well, it's applause-worthy, you know what I mean? Your boy is getting back in the gym, man.
Okay.
I mean, I done bought my house, you know, I got my baby straight, my family straight. Only thing missing in that circle is my health, getting my health together. So got on the phone with the guy OPEX Fitness. Shout out to OPEX Fitness on Russell Street. Schedule my consultation tomorrow. About to get that fitness ball rolling, man. Get that health thing together. So that's what I'm on right now.
Hey, you get it going. You know, we all inspire each other. So I can't just be sitting here with this dad cut.
A fact. A fact. That's what it's about, man.
That's what's up, bro. Anything new with you, Peazy? What's going on, bro?
No, nothing new. Nothing. What's going on, bro? My fault. Nothing new, but I'm just listening to Chino, man. You done motivated me. I gotta get out there with you one day, bro. I did like 10 push-ups this morning and I was tired.
Bro, same. Don't feel bad. Same.
Bro, and I'm a slim dude. Y'all know it, man.
Fact.
Yeah, for a slim dude, I'm out of shape right now. So shout out to you for getting back out there, bro.
Word. Same with me. Ain't too much new with me, but like Peace just said, you know, Sal just, you know, motivated me down. I can't. Everything is a competition with us three. So you already know if Sal coming here a little jacked up, man, I'm gonna have to do something. You know, man, just living this dad life, enjoying my girls, enjoying my wife. You know, catching up on our series. Me and my wife be watching YouTube and Netflix and stuff like that. Watching Married at First Sight. Y'all check that out if you ain't watched it yet. But yeah, it's chilling, bro. Chilling.
Hey, bro, y'all ain't watched what is it called? Squid Games on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't think I watched the last episode yet though, but I checked it out.
You, Chino? That joint was crazy, man. I just finished it the other day. That joint was
I
crazy.
ain't watching. That's all I hear about it though, is that it's crazy and they don't talk. Apparently it's not in English, but it's subtitled and something like that. I ain't seen it, but it sounds like it's crazy.
Yeah, they try to talk in English. Playing red light, green light, and all those kind of kid games. Check it out, bro.
Yeah,
hold on. They play red light, green light?
Red light, green light.
Bro, you say that like that's supposed to be a thing that happens in a TV show. What?
It's interesting though, bro. Hey, any of our hoopers out there who watch it, y'all know what I'm talking about. That joint is crazy, but it's interesting to watch. I would definitely tell you check it out, bro.
I'm gonna have to because I don't understand what type of show they play red light, green light on, and people.
Yeah. they play off of economics and the rich people and the poor people. So it's kind of a meaning into it too. So yeah, check it out if you ain't watched it yet.
Okay.
Everybody else in the world probably seen it except for Chino.
my bad, hoopers. I'm sorry. I'll check it out for y'all.
Check it out though. Yeah, so about to jump into this a little bit of this basketball talk, right?
Yes, sir.
We good.
You ain't it?
Yes, sir. So if you're new to the channel, man, like I said, subscribe, like, show us some love, comments, whatever you do. But we about to jump into this basketball talk, man. It's a lot of stuff going on in the basketball world. Of course, we in like week 3 of the season, week 2 of the season, something like that. Somewhere close.
Like 3, 4, yeah.
I'm professional. I'm professional. You know what I mean?
It is, baby.
So, it's still a lot of stuff going on, but we're going to jump into this Marcus Smart stuff. I'm going to pass it to my bro Peazy, see what's going on.
Yeah. What's the name? So y'all know, I was saying a couple seasons ago that the Celtics need to break their squad up and kind of start off fresh. So it looked like my boy Marcus Smart, he doing the first, he taking the first step. So anyway, he said something at one of their losses when they lost the Chino boys, the Bulls. They let them come back.
And they had to let us. That's cool. Come on, man. Come on. That's cool.
Yeah, but no. So it was after that game they lost, and he had something to say. So I'm gonna just read the quote off to y'all. So after the game, he was frustrated and everything, and he pretty much said every team is programmed and they study to pretty much stop Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And he think everybody's scouting report is faced or directed to stop those two guys, but he pretty much said everybody wants them to pass the ball, but they don't want to pass the ball. So he said
they don't want to.
Yeah, he said they don't want to pass the ball. He said it's directly to the media. I didn't see the clip. I just saw, a bunch of headlines and articles on it. So yeah, y'all know, like I said, y'all know how I felt about they should break them up. But just for that quote and everything, him saying it, seen a lot of perspectives on it, but I don't know. I'm just go to y'all fellas, see what y'all think about it, how y'all feel about it. Man, Chino, I'll go to you first since it was your Bulls that made him feel like this.
How Graw said on the last episode, he was one of the ones that had the teammates fussing. That's what we do.
Facts.
We been doing Chicago. When you get beat like that by a team like that, you argue a little bit. You know what I mean? But no. So just based off hearing what you just said, I feel like I already felt like this. Like Marcus Smart is kind of like the Draymond of that Celtic team. They're kind of like the take the fall guy, the push button guy, sometimes go too far guy. I feel like he's that of that team, and I think what he might be trying to do is find a button to push with the 2 stars of his team, more so than it being like some turmoil. I think it might be a little bit of turmoil mixed in because you have to have some disdain if that's your opinion. You know what I mean? That they don't pass the ball. It had to be some truth in it that you feel that way. But I think he feels that way, and his way of trying to motivate them to be better is saying what he said. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel because of his role on the team in my mind.
Right.
Hey,
what about you, girl?
That's a tough one. So I just pulled up the standings. So right now, Boston sitting in the 12th spot. Of course, it's still early. Their record is 3-5. So I mean, I get what Chino just said, and that was like my first thought process is to hit. He trying to get them fired up or get them started. But my thing is, I hope he wouldn't just do that without going, having team meetings and expressing that to the team first. Hopefully he wouldn't. But I think going the media route it can end up 2 ways. It can either, like Chino said, it can fire him, or it could just backfire on Marcus Smart and make him look like, he complaining, or make him look like, I don't know the right words to say it, but it could just backfire. And hopefully it don't. Hopefully it kicks something in those 2 young stars, because that's exactly what they are. They the face of the franchise right now, but hopefully it can do what Marcus Smart trying to make it do, and it don't backfire. Because if it backfire, they're gonna split that team up. That's the start. That'll be the start of it. Like P said.
Let me ask you this though, Gra. So I guess you hearing that comment, well, would you say you agree with him as far as their play? Do you feel like they kind of, they hog the ball and they don't give their teammates a chance to help them succeed?
Yeah, I mean, in a situation like that, those guys still young and they still trying to rise to their prime. So I think they still got a lot to prove. You know, all this stuff coming out about the 70. Of course, they're not gonna make it, but the 75 best players and all this stuff around stats and all that stuff is coming out. So it's kind of hard to be like, I'm Jason Tatum. I'm about to get my buckets. So what's the name? And I'm about Jaylen Brown. And I'm about to get my buckets. So hopefully they can reel that back and they can start the team ball. But yeah, if I was them, I would be like, dang, yo, if he didn't talk to them first. But I kind of agree, bro.
You gotta think too. You gotta think too. Jason Tatum is only like 24 years old.
Yeah.
That man he's still becoming a man. You know what I mean? He's still trying to prove something to people. You know what I mean? Like, so he think I gotta show people I can get it when I want to versus how to win. It's the same thing that all of the greats go through. I think the level of greatness changes for the people who accept the fact that they have to do it as a team.
Word.
And you plateau at the level where you spend your whole career trying to get it done on your own. And the greats like Mike, LeBron, Kobe, they figure out how to utilize their team to win. So if he can get through that ceiling, then you know what's on the other side. But he's still young enough to where he can have that as an excuse to why he ain't at that place yet. So I think it's true. And like I said, I think he really meant it. Might have been out of anger. It might have been trying to push a button, which might have been too far. But like I said, I think that's his role on that team.
True.
So
good point. Go ahead, Pete.
I would say I think, Raw, you touched on it a little bit, but I think Marcus Smart is the kind of guy who probably pulled them to the side in the locker room first before they went to the media. But I think, like you said, going 3-5. I think before they won their last game, they was like 2-5 or something like that. Yeah. So all that stuff, you kind of like, all right, I went to these dudes probably before, they still not listening. Now we losing the team.
It's a good point.
By 20. So it probably kind of was like a triggering point for him. I mean, I don't know if he said something to him, but he seemed like the kind of guy that'll pull him up first before doing that in the media like that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and along the talks of, teams and spreading the ball out, like Chino was just said, we got my mans, Dame Lillard, that came out with that freestyle on Bars I-95. Shout out Bars I-95. But basically talking about, not joining a super team would be his Achilles heel, or I'm gonna play the. I got the clip, but I'm gonna play the clip. But Chino, you know what he said?
Not verbatim, but I heard the joint was fire. By the way, I'm gonna say that the freestyle was fire. Shout out to Dame Dollar.
Facts. Shout out to Dame.
I can't repeat it back to you. No, I'm sorry. All
right, I'm gonna play the clip real quick, and then we can get into what he said.
Dame Lillard, DeMar DeRozan, Bradley Beal, Trill. Me not wanting to join a super team might end up being my Achilles heel. Hector, I'm on my shield. Trying to get next to freaking Dirk on that lonely hill.
Trying to get next to freaking Dirk on that lonely hill. Bruh.
I didn't even catch that part. That was hard.
Shout out Dame, man. But along the lines of Chino was saying, like that, I like how he can admit it. You know what I mean? I like how he can come out and say, me not joining the team might be my Achilles heel. That's my weak spot. Because I got so much confidence, so much, in my ability that I'm going to go out on my shield. Like Dirk and Greek. Like, you got to respect that, bro. You got to respect that. I know it's kind of different from the Jason Tatum and the Jaylen Brown, but kind of the same thing Marcus Smart was saying. A little bit. It can intertwine. You know what I mean?
You mean about how I was saying the level of greatness and the plateau and all that? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So what you think about that? First of all, Pease, my man, being so vulnerable about and addressing what everybody be saying about him anyway.
No, I actually like Dame. I think he's a stand-up dude. And I think you always speak truth. Truth, and I salute him for trying to hang in there, win it with the franchise drafting him and all that. But
here we go.
I don't know, man. I just feel like if I'm his teammate, I'm taking that a little bit personal, man, because he talking about, I think he died on the shield alone and all that other stuff.
I didn't even think about that.
No, man, you got to have teammates that are going to hold you out.
Great perspective, Pete. Great perspective.
Twist.
Yeah. So, you know, I just feel like, you know, if I'm his teammate, you keep saying you're out here by yourself and, you know, I don't know. It just, I wouldn't feel cool like that. Like I said, because he hasn't been going to war by himself. You know, he's had some decent teammates over some good teammates over the year. They might wasn't superstars, but if you the superstar, you know, don't keep saying you're out here doing it by yourself. So just me as a hooper and playing sports myself, I would feel some kind of way.
I like that. Chino, what you think, bro?
I ain't even that. I didn't think of that perspective. That's a cool perspective. I agree, but part of me thinks like just by seeing the type of guy Dame is, like the relationship with his teammates is like open, like they like friend. You know what I mean? Like he liked them guys. So I don't know if that's what he was his projection, and I don't think they took it like that. For that reason, like that, he's such an open book about what he want to do, where he want to be, you know, and his teammates love him. It seems like they all love him. So I don't think it's that. I think he just is acknowledging to the world that he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I know that this is why I'm not winning, because I refuse to join a super team and all the super teams keep winning. That's what I feel like it's saying. This is why I might not win, but this is who I am at the same time. So I think it was, I think it's dope that he acknowledged that to people that think he just hooping. You know what I mean? Like he really got that much pride, which can be, like he said, is Achilles heel. And if he okay with that, then he okay with that.
Yeah. Look, let me just say that this is why this show is so great. You know what I mean? Because we could start off with a conversation and then complete different perspectives, bro. So I like what P's brought into the fold, and I like what Chino said too. And I can agree with both sides, because from a teammate perspective, I think those guys in Portland actually are pushing to get Dame to that Dirk spot or to that Greek Freak spot of getting what he wants. So I think he do have the supporting cast. So when he say that, I don't think it offends like a CJ McCollum or, you know, or Nurkovic or anybody like that, because they trying to push him to that level, along with get their rings too. But, you know, it's just that much sweeter to get Dame what he want, because I think they all know that he deserve it. So I just think
I'll acknowledge him as their leader. So yeah.
Word. I just think that it's dope that he said it. I think he definitely a dope rapper. So the way he spit it and that whole freestyle was crazy. So shout out Dame, man. Hopefully we do it this year. I think we still got a good chance. You know what I mean? He got to get that
chance of what?
Chance of bringing home that hardware, man. You know what I'm talking about?
What, you want to take a part of the court home?
You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, man. We still got a shot. It's still early, man. You know they say it gets darkest before the sun, whatever they say. This, you know what I mean, calm before the storm. We struggling right now. My man in a shooting slump. He, you know, his abdomen is messing with him right now. CJ trying to take over for him. So, you know, it's darkest before light, bro. So I'm gonna say you gotta go through some pain to get that sunshine. It gotta rain first for them flowers to grow. You know what I mean? Let's go. Hey, let's go, Rip City.
No, but bro, I was gonna say, can we talk about, you know, why he's having, you know, these shooting slumps potentially? Because according to Draymond Green, you know, Draymond Draymond had something to say about it, and I think he was talking about Dame. Even though he liked Dame, I think he do like Dame, but I think Draymond said something this week that I think is, you know, whatever he said is kind of having some kind of effect on Dame's game as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we got the clip to what Draymond said as well. But, you know, everybody talking about it's the Wilson basketball, is this, is that, man. It's no excuse, bro. We're going to play this Draymond clip, and then we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Can I also say how satisfying it's been to watch the game of basketball without all those bullshit calls? I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to curse in interviews, right? Can I say how satisfying it is to watch the game without all those terrible calls? That, you know, guys cheating the game and grabbing guys and getting a foul. I've been really enjoyed watching basketball this year. I kind of had stopped watching the NBA a bit because it was just too much flailing and flopping and guys cheating the game and get free throws. So I thought I think that's been great, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that because I think that's been fantastic. And I think when you look at it, people are starting to show some of the calls where like, no, that is a foul. And the reality is, I think it was so far left. And now the refs are adjusting to not making those calls. And maybe you do a couple that should be a foul.
So technical difficulties.
We got it.
Technical difficulties. But man, listen, Draymond. Ain't that like the what Martin said? Ain't that like the pot calling the kettle black when? Come on, bro. Draymond is a part of the flopping crew, right? Am I making this up? He a part of that group of trying to make it.
NBA is a part of that group. Honestly, let's keep
facts.
So very few that don't flop.
Yeah, that's pretty hard for any NBA player to say they enjoying watching the game now when they was a part of what, taking advantage of that rule, which they should do. But that's just kind of weird hearing Draymond say that. And when I didn't seen him run into people and fall, or flop all over the place. So definitely when they was playing Portland in the Western Conference Finals. I'm gonna just say that. So it is what it is. But yeah, he made some good points. It's definitely good watching the game right now when they not bailing James Harden out, or they not bailing when you come up under somebody trying to force a foul because it's not a basketball move. So I'm definitely enjoying watching it as a fan.
For sure.
I was going to say that. I was going to say for Dame, I don't feel like Dame cheats the game, but I think his game is equipped at times to rely on those kind of calls.
Sure.
But I don't feel like he go out there and say, hey, I'm going to go, try to get this call. But like Trae Young and James Harden, I think they for sure, they tried to find, they did find a way to manipulate the game. And the one I guess move I used to hate was when a point guard, even Chris Paul does it as well. Like they would get the rebound and start going up the court, and somebody would come running behind them, and they would just stop. The defender would kind of run over that back, but it's not a defender fault that you just stop in my path.
Right.
Word.
And they would get a defensive foul call. That call right there, they don't call it no more. Pat Beverly, y'all boy, he tried to do it the other day.
Say, my boy, ain't my boy.
He tried to do it the other day for Minnesota, and they called an offensive foul on him. So I was like, that's good, man. It's cutting that part of the game out. I like it. I do like it.
Word.
I love it too. And I think even though Draymond is, like Graw said, part of the problem, he made a bunch of valid points, and I think it's better for the league overall that they letting the game be played this way, because it's challenging everybody to raise your skill level. Like you gotta almost be like a surgeon to be able to score at that rate without those extra free throws. Without shooting 20 free throws a game or having so many attempts and all of that. It's hard to get them numbers that these top guys is getting, and if all you got to do is straight make shots. You know what I mean? So I think it's raising the skill level, and I think it's good because the rules that they were was had the game too like wide open, like too anything. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like it didn't seem. I'm at a loss for a word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say.
They took out hand checking, right, which made it easier for the offensive player to get past the defender. But now they took out this if you're not making a basketball move, you're not going to get the call. So I think it evens the playing field for the defender versus how it was more so offensive driven, and the NBA is kind of turning around. Now you really have to have skills, which players is going to ultimately find a way to, find that gray area. They're going to adjust. But right now it's just fun to see, and it's funny to see sometimes. You know what I mean? All these players crying, and including my man, including Dame, crying and going to the rim, not actually trying to make the layup, but just trying to get the fouls. And come on, bro, you gotta make a basketball move. It's only right. It's only right.
Yeah. So, hey, bro, I just want to ask y'all real quick, like off the top of y'all head, as far as the new rule change and everything, what player would y'all say at the top of y'all head, y'all feel like, regardless, they not affected by the rule, like they still flourishing as a scorer?
Melo. Who else? That's tough.
That's a good pick. Guys like Miles Bridges.
Oh, yeah. Tough.
Cam Reddish is balling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple guys.
Tough. Spider Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell balling still.
Exactly.
Exactly. What's the name? You got to say KD, his game, he don't rely on that kind of stuff.
True.
Will Barton, shout out to the hometown hero. Will
yes,
Barton.
Sir.
That boy balling.
Big defensive play the other day to say the game. But also P's boy Luka. Luka don't rely on those calls either. He's still doing his thing. So, you know what I mean? It's interesting to watch. I love watching them be creative. I love watching them actually having to try to score versus trying to get the call. So I'm loving it so far, man. Loving it.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, so go ahead, Peace.
No, I was gonna say can we throw it back real quick, man? Well, Sal, you got a 33 in the background. It kind of make me think of. I gotta bring it to the table, man. Y'all boy Scottie Pippen, man.
Again.
Just for the record, hold on, before we get into it, for the record, this is a homage to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Only 33 we acknowledge is Jabbar.
Ooh, the only one?
Okay.
The only one?
In this house. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Okay. I got you. So it was definitely big news. Again, every now and then Scotty poke his little head out of the hole. You know what I mean? Try to get the little spotlight for 5 minutes and then he just disappear again and then pop back up a few months later, talk about Jordan and then dip out again. So I don't have the clip on me or we don't have a video for that clip, but we do got the quote, right? Anybody got the quote? No.
No, I don't have the quote in particular, but I know he was just trying to go in on MJ again, pretty much saying that MJ used the last dance just to kind of, prove that he was still a GOAT and like he pretty much threw his own teammates under the bus and everything. I don't know if I got it right, Chino?
Yeah. That's it. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. He said the only reason Mike dropped the last dance was to show young hoopers that he was the real GOAT over LeBron, like just to put himself fresh in people's minds, which is Mike Jordan we talking about. He probably did do that. But okay, if I'm talking, this is me talking to Scott. Okay.
Right. But he did. I did hear one quote he did say though, and I mean, let me know if y'all agree with this. He pretty much said that Jordan wouldn't be who he is without Scotty, pretty much.
A fact. A whole fact.
That is a fact. I mean, he definitely was killing in the league. A few years before Scotty came, he's a world champion because of Scottie Pippen and the rest of the guys as well. So those accolades may not have came if it wasn't Scotty. They may have. I don't know, but he was still Michael Jordan, bro. He's still Michael Jordan coming out of Carolina. He was destined for greatness. He was destined to be the GOAT. I think it would have happened regardless of who you put around him, for real.
Now, I do understand how it could feel if I'm in Scotty's shoes, and let's say he really did do it for that reason. It could, or if he didn't, because by watching The Last Dance, it did make everybody else seem like not means, but like
peons.
They right here, and I'm Mike, and they right here. That's what it felt like.
Hey, bro, is that what it? That's real life.
Facts.
Oh, can't get.
But you never know though. Mike might have been sitting at the table talking about how much they love each other.
True.
Been at family dinners and took kids out. You might got that type of stuff in there too. So we doing like, all this, and you know what I mean.
Just like we say, we kind of know what kind of person Marcus Smart is. We kind of know what kind of person Dame is. Us watching Jordan play when he's actually playing, and then watching The Last Dance, I don't see him not saying nothing directly towards if he felt a certain kind of way. I don't see him sugarcoating nothing to try to play one side of the fence, and then I got him being like walking in the locker room like, "Yo, pass me the ball, yo." Like I need the ball. You know what I mean? Just like Kobe did when Kobe ain't have nobody on his team, and he made him take off his shoes because they wasn't playing like up to his potential. You feel me? I got Jordan doing something like that. So I think Scotty is a super bitter. I don't know why. I mean, it is what it is. All this stuff happened years and years and years ago, bro. Like, why you still mad at that man? He got you. If you want to say, vice versa, he got you the rings you got, bro. So
that's what I wanted to touch on.
Yeah, whether you like him or
Jordan, not. Yeah, you talking about Jordan benefited from him. No, Scotty, you benefited from getting drafted to the Bulls.
What? Man, you know how many people wanted to go there? I don't think he's 70, bro. No, it can't be. He probably like 50-something, 50-ish. But
yeah, in the 50s by now, yeah, definitely.
I did give him a crazy number. I gave 70.
Definitely gave him 70.
My fault, Scott.
But no, bro, like
my bad, Scott.
Scotty holding on, and I think he liked that spotlight, and he couldn't really get it while he was playing. I think he got a lot of shine while he was playing. Defensive Player of the Year. Everybody look at him as one of the top defenders ever. You know what I mean? They look at him as the best Robin ever. Like, that's not bad. Like, why are you so upset, man? That man Jordan had to be Jordan in order to get what he got. He had to be that ultimate competitor. Yeah, if not, I had all that.
I say Scotty had his chance to, lead them once Jordan left that year.
So true.
He got him 2 players, but he didn't get him to where Jordan got him. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You can say they was average without each other, but at the end of the day, we saw Jordan before Scotty got there, so we knew where he could go.
I don't think they was average. I don't think they would be average without each other. I think Scotty would have been average without Mike, but Mike would have been Mike.
I don't know, because Scott, we gotta remember, Scott went to Portland and got busy. He just was running in the shack, and then when he had Rasheed with him, they got busy. They was in the Western Conference Finals when he went there.
Yeah, they was the Jailblazers.
He wasn't no slouch. But Scott just gotta calm down. Nobody not being bitter, bro. Like,
hey, bro, get back in that groundhog. Bro. Get back in that groundhog hole, man. You keep popping his head out there every now and then trying to get 15 minutes of fame, bro. Jordan put out The Last Dance. He got the recognition that he deserves as the GOAT. Scotty like, nah, that ain't gonna happen like that, bro. You ain't that guy.
Scotty trying to sell a book or something again. It gotta be something.
Go ahead, Scott. Chill out.
Hey, you gotta relax. What Nori said, you gotta relax.
Right.
I got my mic.
Hey man,
go ahead.
Talking about the Bulls, man. Chino, can we jump into your boys? It's we 3 weeks into the season now. How you still feel the same way about your boys?
I feel great. I feel like that I watched this. I've been watching every game front to back since the season started, and the way that Philly game went, I still feel the same way about my team. It didn't shake my confidence whatsoever, because Seth Curry just did what NBA players do on any given night. He hit a couple of very, very, very tough shots.
Yes, sir.
Very, very. I'm talking about defended well. Looked like clock running down. You know what I mean? Nobody else open. He hit some shots that it just happens sometimes. So, but the way the game was played, the call here is different. That's a whole different ball game. So it don't change my confidence whatsoever.
Yeah, Seth was out there looking like a real Curry. He's out there looking like a real Curry.
Yo, I think he out for something this year. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm calling it early. I think he out for something. Like he started being Steph's brother. He wanted us to call him by his name.
Facts.
Can I just tell y'all something? He stopped being just Steph Curry, brother, when he was with my boy Luka in Dallas, man. that last year he was with the Mavericks, man. He was killing Kawhi and Paul George and them in the playoffs. But that next season, they let him go to Philly. And since then, Luka been struggling by himself.
Well, you know where he got that launch pad from? Playing with them Blazers. You know what I mean? That season that he was playing with them Blazers, he got a little shine. We let him go to Dallas, let him do his thing. You know what I mean? But you know where it all started, man. It always happened like that. They start in Portland and then shine somewhere else. But Sal, right now, y'all 6-2, sitting in third place behind a tough Miami and a tough Philly team. So Y'all looking good right now, man. Y'all looking good. Little fun team to watch, like I always say.
We got Philly again tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm expecting a dub in that one.
Tough. All right, we can go to your Lakers, P. I don't even really got nothing to say.
My man fed up.
Bro, my team at 11, bro, sitting there struggling, man. We lost to Cleveland last night, bro. We lost to Cleveland. We lost to Cleveland last night by 3. We lost to who else we lose to? We lost like the last 3 games, bro. I don't know what's happening right now, so I still got faith in my boys.
I would say, you sure you don't want to talk about your boy first? I mean, we can go to my boys, but you seem like you got something on your mind, man.
I mean, it's a little disappointing to start off the season, but like I said before, like new coaches, new schemes, new all of this stuff, and apparently new basketball, new rules.
My man through the air quote.
New rules, all this stuff, and man, and it definitely looked like it's affecting us. It ain't affecting CJ though. CJ balling right now.
CJ.
I don't know what CJ balling. Anthony Simons balling. I still say trade him, but he balling right now. So, oh man, I don't got nothing to say about my boys right now. It is what it is.
Yeah, shout out to CJ, man. If y'all don't know, y'all know we do it. If Hoopers out there, if y'all don't know, we do a top 5 plays of the week every week now. They're gonna drop one. It was Sunday or Monday, more so Monday. Shout out to CJ. He made our number 1 spot on our top 5 plays this week.
Yes, sir.
He had a nasty movie, made it spent about 3 or 4 times, made it do jump about 5 times, then hit the J. So shout out to CJ.
Insane footwork.
I call him moves.com, man. That man got moves for days. So shout out to CJ, man. But my Blazers right now struggling. So we're gonna move on to P's Lakers.
Yeah. The Lakers, I think they 5-3 now. So they done won about 2 or 3 straight. Well, me, I'm a realist. You know what I mean? They beat I think it was Houston twice. Houston probably like the worst team in the league.
Yeah. Tough young Houston team though.
Yeah, and I think before that they actually blew a lead to no, they actually beat Cleveland. They beat Cleveland. But before that game, they lost to OKC. So me, I still don't know where how to judge them because they ain't really beating nobody that matters, in my opinion. But my boy over here, man, he been hooping off the bench, man. Letting all y'all know now, my boy Melo, he's going for that 6th man of the year. So outside
out there for sure.
Outside of Melo hooping, coming off the bench, looking really good playing alongside Bron and AD. He looked average when he was out there with just Russ. But, no, I still ain't sold on Russ being the leader of the offense of the team. The last game, Bron actually took over like the whole 4th quarter, and I think for them to be successful, LeBron got to keep doing that. Russ can keep, going to the rack and doing what he do when it's his time, but so as leading the team and everything, you got to keep being LeBron.
I don't know how long Bron can do that with this recent little injury that's happening with that abdominal strain. So you still got him being able to handle them 4th quarter bruises and try and get to the rack like that.
Well, if y'all remember initially, I said that's why I thought Westbrook would work out because he could take a load off of LeBron having to take over like that all the time. But I think LeBron gave it like 5 or 6 games. Like, nah, come on, let me get that thing back. and he tried to take over 1 game, which he did. But now my man 37 years old now. He hurting right now.
So,
yo, can I just be honest?
Yes, sir.
They're not winning no championship this year, bro.
Let's go.
Chino, bro, we got to make a trade. Y'all know who I want the trade to be.
Barring any trades, that team as is right now is not winning the championship, bro. The Western Conference is too crazy right now. You got Golden State who's going crazy, and they're not even fully healthy. They still got 3 guys out. Got Ja Morant that's looking like he trying to go nuts. Utah is being, you know what I mean? It's too much going on in the West for them guys to be a new team.
I would say, though, because you just had mentioned teams having people out. The Lakers, they do have, I think Trevor Ariza is still out. Taylor Horton, he's still out. Kendrick Nunn, he's still out. So I guess when they come back, I guess you can kind of gauge. But I don't know.
What I'm saying is in reference to how new the teams are. Like you got the core of Golden State that's healthy now. You know what I mean? And they've won championships together. So they don't. It's not a chemistry issue when Clay get back on the court. It's just where he gonna get what shots he want. So speaking, that's what I mean more so of they are figuring it out with 82 games. These are teams that are well polished, have their situations set, have coming off of good years, and I feel like they're taking next steps this year. I feel like the Western Conference took a step higher than it was. Same way the Eastern Conference took a step higher than it was.
True.
You know what I mean? And they in the midst of figuring out why all that progress is happening around.
Mm-hmm. And while we on the subjects of what current teams and how they playing, what y'all think about Miami? A lot of people got them as like serious contenders right now. And I think they kind of got the same squad besides Kyle Lowry, running the show. But have y'all been watching Miami? I haven't been watching them. We had the Tyler Hero debate a couple episodes back, which I've been paying attention to Tyler Hero and the stats because I got to keep up on my, my side of the argument. But other than that, he definitely been killing. He been doing his thing. So, hey, I salute him. Keep doing your thing. But what y'all think about this Miami squad right now?
I think that they are what people say they are, like for sure, in especially in the Eastern Conference. I think they are making a run to get back to the finals, like a legit run to get back to the finals. They got when you watch them play, they cover every base. They cover shooting with two of the best shooters in the NBA. They cover 3-and-D or two-way guard and Jimmy Butler, one of the best in the league. They got the point guard, one of the best point guards in the NBA, locked in. They got Bam Adebayo, one of the best bigs coming off an All-Star year. They cover everything with elite level talent. You know what I mean? And they happen to have that Eastern Conference Finals run in the bubble together. Like a lot of the guys that went on that run are still there.
Good point.
With just like extra armor around them with a guy like Kyle Lowry. So I'm expecting them to make a run at it for sure.
What you think, Peace?
Yeah, no, I agree with him. I watched them beat up on my boy Luke and them the other night, and they just had too many people, too many bodies to throw at Luka. And then on the defensive end, they was just swarming Luka. But then on the offensive end, you got Tyler Hero coming off the bench with a bright green light,
super green light.
He came in firing that thing. And then you got Kyle Lowry, he improving when he got rings. So he was hitting timely shots. He was shooting when he needed to shoot, passing when he needed to pass. Of course, you got Jimmy. Right now, he looked like the Jimmy that was playing in the bubble. Like you say, you got Bam. But no, just overall, they got everything you need on the team. Then they got PJ Tucker who come in and just play his role to a T.
Coming off a championship.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that PJ Tucker is there and they playing the way that they playing?
I don't think he deserved too much credit, and not in a disrespectful way. I think he deserves the credit for what he brought, but I don't think he deserves the credit of taking them to another level. You know what I mean? That team got so much; they can hit you with anything. You know what I mean? He's just like, hey, him too. That's what it feels like when you talk about PJ Tucker, not like, oh man, they got PJ.
Or I think he just
do all that.
Or I think he's just the ultimate role player. You know what I mean? So, and you need those guys. You need somebody that know their role and somebody that's just going to play their role and don't try to step outside of it. So, it may not be a coincidence. They already got a good squad, like Chino said. So, shout out to Miami, man. It's fun to. I'm gonna have to start checking them out. And like P said, Talero definitely got the super green light. He out there doing whatever he wanted to on that second year.
That joint fluorescent.
Yeah, look, and he playing like shout out to my bro Bruce Jones. Not to put his government out there. Shout out to my bro Bruce, man. He be commenting on our Facebook page a lot. So he pretty much said, hey, Tyler playing like he listened to our podcast. So it's your fault, bro.
Bro, he taking it out on me, bro. I ain't even do nothing, man. I ain't say he wasn't nice. I just say he not there yet. That's all. But I guess he feel like he there, man. Chino, you was right. I give it to you. But it's still early. Yeah. It's still early.
Nice,
AT Harold, send us some tickets, man. Send Bronationhoops some tickets. Bro, let us see what's going on face to face.
Word. Let us get down South Beach.
Right.
Word. So man, the league looking good right now. It's still fun to watch. It's still early. You got some teams struggling, like we said earlier. You got some teams that's thriving, like a Miami. You got Philly still there without the Ben Simmons situation going on that we always talk about. But you know, it's still just gonna get better and better and better and better. So
And Brooklyn. Let's not forget about Brooklyn.
and Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Although all this Kyrie stuff going on, but I heard that the new mayor is supposed to be revisiting it in January to see if he could change some things. But shout out to those guys, man. It's a great season so far. I'm having fun watching it. I've been trying to watch as many games as I can. So I'm still excited about it, bro. I still think my boy's going to bring that hardware home.
Bro, I done fell asleep on the couch countless nights with the game on. I'm trying to watch everything.
Facts, man. So that's about all for the NBA wrap up, man. We about to move to the best part of the show, in my opinion. You know what I mean? We got segments coming up. And of course, to take the lead, we got my bro Peazy with Fair to Compare. Let's go, Peazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know Fair to Compare, man. Every week, like I say, we're bringing this thing. We're gonna make sure it's spicy, man. So y'all gotta let me know if it's not spicy. But before I get into it, I just want to do a quick shout out to our sponsor, Dimensions Dancing. Y'all already know, one of the pretty good top dance studios out here in Harford County. I always say y'all can look them up on Instagram at Dance with DDC, Facebook Dimensions Dance Center. Just check them out. Like I said, they got dance for boys and girls, starting off at the age of 2 all the way up into the teens. Fellas, if we want to try to, get an adult male dance class up there, I'm pretty sure they, start a class for them. But on a serious tip, shout out to Dimensions Dance Center, man. So yeah, look them up, y'all. All right, so y'all ready for this one? Last week I had my man Ja against Trey. I think we all, by a landslide, everybody picked Ja Morant on that one. Look, even my wife hit me up and said, "Babe, I think Ja Morant the better one. I don't even know how to play, but I'm going Ja."
Hilarious, man. Shout out to the wife, man.
Yeah. And, she always interact on our Instagram, like the polls we put up for the Fair to Compare and all that. So shout out to our hoopers who do, interact with us and everything on there. So definitely, keep interacting with us. We need that kind of feedback so we keep giving y'all this great content.
Sure.
So on this note, I'm going retro against I guess present. So I think y'all gonna like this one. Got two guys, both I call them the triple single guys. Triple single guys. But look, both of them dogs, both of them not the leader of your team, but both of them dogs. Both of them got championships. Both of them are known as defensive gurus. I'm gonna just get right to it. I got my man Draymond Green against my man Dennis Rodman. So if you starting the franchise, you already got a star player, and you need somebody, I guess, to kind of be that wingman, not even number 2, but a number 3, or just a solid, piece just to play a role. You going Draymond or you going Dennis Rodman? But before I give it to you, I'm gonna just read off a couple of stats real quick. So my man Draymond Green, he got 3 championships. Dennis Rodman, he got 5. Playoff plays, Draymond Green, he was in 7. Dennis Rodman, he was in 11. Of course, Draymond Green not done, so he got some more in him. All-Star game, Draymond Green only got 3. Dennis Rodman only had 2. But as far as just overall, Dennis Rodman was known as a rebounder. He averaged for his career, I want to say, about 14 rebounds a game. But for Draymond Green, he averaged like 6 assists a game. So you want the assist guy or the rebound guy? So I'm gonna go to Chino first. Because he look like he itching to jump into it.
Well, for me, I'm gonna say it is that's a tough Fair to Compare. Let me start by saying that it's not as simple, it's this guy or that guy. But if I had to pick, my mind right now is telling me Draymond Green is who I would go with out of the 2, just because he has a little more basketball IQ. Just from what I see on the floor, like awareness of the overall game versus just playing his particular role, which I think is his role, to be aware of the overall temperature of the game. which is a bigger role than Dennis Rodman played on that team. I think also I'm not gonna say he's that much of a better scorer because Dennis Rodman could score. He just chose not to score.
Fact.
He wasn't so much of a better scorer, but he's more of a threat on the court offensively in the NBA than Dennis Rodman is. I think that's fair enough to say. Not so much to say he's so much of a better scorer. And also, I ain't really got to worry about dribble. Now, let me change. Let me
slow down. Slow down.
I'm gonna say that. I'm just end my argument at that. I think my Green's a smarter player. Let me just. I'm out. Chino out.
Well, look, hey.
About to go crazy. About to get a little crazy this time. Wow.
So, hey, Chino, real quick though. So remember, I said in the beginning, but you already have your star player. So this is just, the role player, like a sidekick type player. So you're not looking for him to lead the team. Just kind of looking for him to play that role. So you still going with the scorer over the defensive shutdown rebounder?
Yeah, because he's that as well.
Okay.
He don't rebound to the capacity of Dennis Rodman, but he has defensive player of the year trophies. You know what I mean? That's not a mistake. So he can do that. And I'm not even, when I say what I'm saying, I'm not just talking about like scoring. Like his role is to be a part of awareness of the temperature of the game. Like he knows he can see when somebody needs to get involved, when somebody might need a pep talk, or when the right play needs. He can see those type of things. Not necessarily that he always making the call, but he has that type of basketball mind. So I would rather that.
All right, Graw, before I go to you, I just want to read a stat. So for their career, Dennis Rodman averaged 13 rebounds a game. Draymond only averaged so far 6.9. But for assists per game, Draymond Green averaged 5.4. Dennis Rodman only averaged 1.8. So I'm just trying to sway your answer a little bit.
No, like Chino said, I would have to agree that this is a very complicated fair to compare because it kind of depends on a lot of other things. But I'm gonna leave that all aside, and I'm just gonna speak on like Chino just did, Draymond versus Dennis Rodman. So my first thought would be Draymond as well because he does more. Dennis Rodman is definitely a game changer. He can definitely sway a game. He can definitely kind of control a game with his presence and with his rebounding and with his defense and with his hustle. He can definitely get you a game on that level. But I think Draymond on the offensive end and on the defensive end is just that anchor that you need. You need a guy that's going to sit in the back and call out, back door, this. You know what I mean? So I think Draymond is the glue guy. And it's hard to find a glue guy when you have, a star player, somebody that know their role, somebody that's not going to try to step outside their role. They're not going to try to be the star. They're not going to try to take over the game, but they're going to do everything in the timeouts. They're going to do everything in the, at halftime. They're going to pump somebody up when they need it. He's that guy for that team, and I think for any team that he's on. So I think that's a very important role to win at a high level. You need that guy. So I think I would go with Draymond because his role is a little bit more important than Dennis Rodman and me.
Okay.
I finally agree with Chino, man. I finally agree with Chino.
No, they definitely great points both of y'all made. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with my man D Rodman on this one, man.
Let's go.
And his prime, Draymond, he's a pretty good player. What y'all call? He's a low good player and all that. But no, Dennis Rodman in his prime, man, he could definitely just change the game with his defense and rebounding.
It's true.
Before he came to the Bulls and he had all them antics and stuff like that with Detroit, like he was a dog. Like, he won a championship with them. And then went to the Bulls and helped get them 3 more championships. But I just feel like his 13 rebounds a game, him frustrating the other team's best player at all times. Like I said, he was just, even though he had his antics and stuff like that, but once he got in the court between them lines, like he was just a monster and a dog.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
the thing y'all did say about Draymond and his IQ and the offensive side, that part does come into play. So, but just like I said, if I already have a superstar type player, you know what I mean? You would think you don't need the IQ part because your superstar gonna give you that. But, you know, in his case, he actually does do a lot of stuff for the Warriors. I don't mean to throw you out there, Graw, but Graw no firsthand. But no, like I said, just for me, I gotta go with D-Rod, man. I just feel like his rebounding defense was just on another level and his hustle was just, I don't think we've seen it again since he's been in the league. But anyway,
Pease, I'm gonna challenge you on that though, Pease. If you take Draymond and put him on the Bulls, and you take Dennis Rodman and put him on these Warriors, who flourishes more?
I don't know who Pease. I don't know who flourishes more, but I think they both still win championships.
I think Draymond flourishes more. He brings more to the table with a Chicago team, man. A facilitator and a guy that's just going, oh, that's tough. But Dennis Rodman on, and all they do is shoot on Golden State, and you can almost.
I think Dennis Rodman run the floor and rebound.
That's what I'm saying.
Get you second attempts.
That's what I was about to.
Dennis Rodman getting them multiple attempts. Oh my bad. Go
ahead. That's what I was about to go into. I was about to go into second chance points, bro. If you got a team for the shooters, you definitely want second chance points. So, dang, I'm about to rebuttal my
13 rebounds.
I'm about to rebuttal my own.
Chino, 13 rebounds for his career.
Girl, I just realized what he's doing.
I'm about to rebuttal my own joint.
So just think about it, bro. If Draymond only giving you 6.9 rebounds a game, but Dennis Rodman give you double that. I mean, that's double the shots for Clay, double the shots for Steph. And he Draymond is a good defender, but Dennis Rodman was a great defender. Look, in his prime. Yeah, I'm sorry, LeBron fans. Y'all can chime in on this, LeBron fans. But in his prime, I think he would get LeBron fits on the defensive end.
Ooh,
I think he would too. But like I said, I think they both teams win championships. Like the Bulls with Draymond, they still win championships for sure. Imagine if you got Draymond Green looking out for Steve Kerr, and when Mike ain't paying him no mind, but he opening the corner on the last 3 plays. You know what I mean?
That's that.
So you gotta think about that too. Like I think they both still get chips.
Look, I ain't gonna lie though. I think I dug myself in a hole on that comparison because y'all made great points on second chance shots when you got nothing but shooters on your team.
You made a great point.
Yeah, I made a point against my own. Hey, I'm a realist. You know, I can stop myself and be like, "Oh, you wrong, bro. Chill out. Back, rewind a little bit, and let's rethink it." You know what I mean?
I definitely just hit the brakes on my own self. I was about to say some crazy. I was about to go off.
No, I think I still will rock with Draymond. P's got Dennis Rodman. Chino got Draymond. So y'all out there watching this segment, man, chime in. Let us know what y'all think. Draymond versus Dennis Rodman on P's Fair to Compare this week. Y'all let us know in the comments, man. Let us know what y'all think. But all right, on to the next segment. We got Conversation Starters with your boy MaudyGraw. So this one, we got kind of a fun question that I kind of let the hoopers out there kind of insight onto how we hoop and how we think on the court. But first, I want to shout out, of course, Charming Lawn Care, a Baltimore-based lawn company, of course. So lawnmower season is over, but you can always sign up for next season to get your biannual cuts and making sure your lawn look fresh for the summertime. You know, cookouts and everything. Get that charm in your life, man. So follow them on Instagram at Charming Lawn Care, or on Facebook at Charming Lawn Care, and try to get on that list because it closed quick. So try to get on that list. But this week, and my conversation starters, and hopefully we can dive in a little bit more. But the conversation, the question from Poddex, shout out Poddex, is which NBA player does your game resemble most? So we all hoop. We all hooped at a certain level. You know, Chino hooped a little bit higher than us, semi-pro, but we all hooped at a certain level. So I just want to get y'all take on who y'all think your game resembles. If you could have continued to, grow, but on that base level, who reminds you the most of your game? I'm gonna start with Chino on this one.
If it's a perfect world and I'm the peak version of myself, or close to it, I would compare at least the way I thought about the game to like Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh,
he was my favorite player. He was my favorite player back in the day, back when I was coming into what type of basketball player I was going to be, and I feel like that's who I was trying to be. Like I wanted to be able to work in the post a little bit, have my footwork together enough that I could get down there and be able to step out and make a shot or two when I need to, and be a rebounder, be a defensive pest, be a good passer. I'm a loud guy on the basketball court. So that's who I was trying to be when I was figuring out who I wanted to be as a basketball player. So I would say him. If I was to reach my peak, it'd be him.
Shout out Jermaine O'Neal. Sal, you threw me for a loop there. I definitely ain't think you was going to that, but I can definitely see the resemblance in that game. So shout out Jermaine O'Neal, one of the best fours to ever do it. He don't get a lot of shine, but definitely a killer. Shout out Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah,
Peas, I'm gonna go to you, bro.
Hey, can I just comment on Chino real quick though?
Of course.
I feel like Chino, cause we all hoop together, but I feel like your handle was a lot better than Jermaine O'Neal's was.
Appreciate that.
I ain't never seen Jermaine O'Neal bring the ball up the court. Just throw that out there.
Good point.
Appreciate that, my brother.
But no, so Graw, for your question though, I'm a short guy, so I'm sorry, y'all. We home with my baby boy crying, so I just want to make sure everything's good. My bad.
Good. Parent moment.
Look, I didn't know what was going on. Sorry, Hoopers. So now, Graw, I'm gonna ask you. I'm a point guard, but I'm a short point guard. What is my comparison? Can I have that athletic ability too?
Yeah, it's whoever in real life, whoever your game resembles the most, not who you want to be, but who your game right now kind of resembles or remind you of where you could have went to if you would have kept going.
All right, y'all gonna think this funny.
All right,
I would say
don't say Raymond.
No. I would say a poor man's Russell Westbrook. And let me explain.
You got
y'all hoop with me. So y'all know, number one, I don't back down from nobody on the court.
Super aggressive.
I got a killer mentality. I don't care who we playing against. I don't care who we playing against us. All fellas being the co-ed league. I'm hooping. I'm coming at you.
Right.
And just to be honest, I ain't never had no 3-point shot. I was always a mid-range type of dude. But I always felt like I was quick enough to get to the basket whenever I wanted to. But I just played with a fire and a killer mentality at all times. But the only thing I can say is I felt like my IQ was better than Russell Westbrook. That's the only thing I will say. But it's just as far as, that killer mentality and just the speed and quickness and that dog mentality, I feel like I would have been a poor man's Russell Westbrook.
Word. I like the word choice you use, Peas. I'm gonna go with like that same poor man's version because I don't want to dilute, the guys that I'm talking about. But I would have to say poor man's Steve Nash. Yeah, on a very basic level, basically because of the things that he do. I'm a point guard. I would consider myself. I started as a shooting guard because that's all I did. If anybody that's watching this that know when I used to hoop, that's all I did was run to the corner and stand in the corner and shoot the corner shot when I got a shot. So, but my game kind of changed once I got out of high school. For some reason, I couldn't play really between the lines like I played on the playground. I'm pretty sure all of us went through that situation before. But yeah, I kind of evolved into a passing shooting guard that can kind of control the game, can play defense, can see what's going on around the court, can get whoever need the ball, but I can definitely hit an open shot anywhere on the floor. So I would have to say a poor man's version of Steve Nash, but not as poor as you may think. I'm never going to shoot against us three, man. It is what it is. Whoever out there, like I always say every episode, if you want it, let us know. We'll meet you on the court. We might have to stretch a little bit. We might have to get a few shots up for 10-minute quick warm up. But once we warmed up, it is what it is. That competitive nature kick in. So shout out to Poddex, man. If y'all watching this segment again, hit us in the comments. Tell us who yourself remind you of as a pro, or if you know us three and you know that we hoop, let us know who you think we remind you of. So
that's what I was going to say. If y'all hoop with either one of us, if y'all feel like we on here capping, let us know.
Facts. That's a good one right there. I already know everybody that know me from hooping is going to say I was the shooter, but you know my game evolved. I got tape, man. Please don't put a tape out on them of us hooping that, you know what I mean, in that league and where we want to champion.
Might plug in the story one day so they can see us.
Right. So that's my segment, Conversation Starters. Like I said, hit us in the comments if y'all think we capping, or you know, hit us in the comment and let us know who your game remind us you of. So on to the next one. Of course, second week, my bro Chino segment, Hooper the Hooper. Let's go, bro.
All right, Hoopers. Y'all know what it is. This segment is called Hooper the Hooper. This is the segment of the show where we take questions from our Hoopers. That's what we call our fans, because we don't call them fans. They like family.
Facts.
I mean, take questions from our Hoopers, and if it's a good enough question, bring it to the show. We both get all three of our perspectives on it. So here we go. But before I start the segment, shout out to Talk About Buzz Mobile Bartender. You know, Talk About Buzz on Instagram, Facebook. Hit them up for all your parties, events, however big, however small, whatever it is. You need somebody to pour your drinks for the night. Hit them up. Great service.
Yes, sir.
But the question is a pretty good question. It's a question that you kind of have to like take a moment about. So the question is, and it's from an anonymous hooper. They don't want their name put out there. But the question is, I respect
word,
you feel
word.
But the question was, with all the recent accolades for CP3, do you think he could be top 5 point guards ever? So with that question, I'm going to shoot it first to my guy, Peazy. You know what you think about that, brother?
So his recent accolades, we talking about the, I think he just passed Steve Nash, Raw Boy, for the all-time assist list or something like that.
Facts. He just passed Steve Nash. He said something about he don't think he can pass John Stockton, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
But he is the first player in NBA history to have 20,000 points and also 10 assists. So that's that's kind of a big deal. So that's why I say you kind of had to be like, because you say it and then you realize what you said. Like,
yeah, that last stat kind of maybe, because I was for sure about to say nah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been so many great point guards over the 75 years in the league. That right off top, I was going to say no. It's a tough one. That last stat you said, the 20K points and 10,000 assists or something like that. That makes an argument for him. But just off the top of my head, I was going to say no. Just because I just feel like he has won a championship. He got a lot of assists and points, but the championship means something, man. I feel like other guys, like, of course, Magic Johnson, he's the GOAT of the point guards, in my opinion. Steph, he got unanimous MVPs. I was a Jason Kidd fan. I just feel like, you know, he was constantly taking those mediocre Nets teams to the finals. Gary Payton, and then my other boy, he ain't had that much success, but I was a Baron Davis fan.
B Dizzle.
Hold on. You put Baron Davis top 5 point guards ever?
No, I was just saying I'm a Baron Davis fan. I was a Baron Davis fan. I was just naming like a lot of point guards.
Say I wasn't playing with you, Peazy.
I just want to make sure I heard what was going on.
You got to check that knowledge.
No, because all right. So let me give you, I guess, the top 5 that I would say, you know, in no particular order. So you got Magic, Steph, Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, and then the guy he said he can't catch, John Stockton. So can you put him, I guess, above those guys? In my opinion, I say no. So with that, I'm gonna have to say no.
not ever catching him?
Girl, can I go? And then you
shoot. Shoot.
Because
Shoot.
I like your list. Let me stop with this. I like your list. Your list is a good list. I don't know so much about Gary Payton being top 5 ever, but
here we go again.
In the argument. No, I'm saying he deserves to be in the argument. He should be in the argument. I'm not saying he shouldn't be in there. I just say I don't know because I can't think of everybody off the top of my head. But when we get down to that 5 spot, and you say, and we putting John Stockton at number 5.
Yes, sir.
He hasn't passed him on the all-time assist list, but you have a point guard who is defines everything of a true point guard. He is the model of a true point guard, and also has 20,000 points. What more can you ask for of your point guard than to be able to get everybody involved and control the game and also score at that type of level? You got to be an elite level scorer to be passing the ball at that level and getting that many assists and still getting buckets enough to be 20,000 and 10,000. So if the argument is is that he don't have a ring, John Stockton don't have no ring either.
No, so what I'm going to say is if he catch him in the assists, maybe a couple years from now, then my argument might change. But even for me, though,
you think he needs to?
That's just me.
20,000 points and being the first ever with 20,000 and 10 assists.
That's tough. That's tough. I give you that. But John Stockton, he was going to the finals. Chris Paul went to the finals, I guess, finally. John Stockton was going to the finals.
Finally.
That's tough.
And look, John Stockton did it with the same team his whole career. Chris Paul, he had to keep hopping around to figure out where his good, you know. And and before I let girl get that, you know, I'm gonna just say, even for me, I'm taking Steve Nash over Chris Paul too.
Oh.
I mean, I'm taking Steve Nash over Gary Payton.
You just gotta throw my man under the bus every time, bro.
One of them got to come off. GP or John Stockton gonna have to come off.
It can't be John Stockton, yo. So I would have to agree with you with GP.
GP.
If anybody come off, I'm just going off what Chino said. If anybody come off, it would have to be GP. It can't be John Stockton. He's one of the best point guards ever, bro.
That's cool.
No,
but
we saying all that to say CP top 5, man.
Yeah, that was it. That's a great question, though. That's a great question.
Yeah, it's a great.
Any additional?
Bro, first of all, I want to address that I'm having super mic issues over here. I don't know if y'all can see it. My mic is falling off the table.
I didn't even peep that you got the whole joint in the hand. That I didn't even know.
It's
I
didn't
over even until you said something.
Bro, it's over here killing me, bro. So I just wanted to address that. So if anybody watching, it won't stick to where it normally sticks. So I'm having super issues over here. But
hey, bro, my bad. I thought he was about to start singing or something. Man.
I'm trying to get comfortable. I can't get comfortable over here. I'm trying to listen to P's top 5 list. I can't even really pay attention. My mic falling. I mean, so
you played it well, bro. You played it real well, bro.
I just had to because I know somebody out there watching like, why you keep on touching the mic? But it is what it is, man. So I'm gonna finish the show with the mic in my hand. But I would have to say I'm a Chris Paul fan, yo. I know we went through the Chris Paul and Blake and GP and Blake, but I think he definitely can finish top 5, bro. Chris Paul is one of the best floor generals ever. And like you say, he reached that 20K, 10K mark, which is apparently super hard to do because he's the first one to do it in these 75 years. So you got to give him his props there. You got to give him his respect there. And I think he definitely will finish top 5. I don't think he's top 5 right now, though.
I don't think so either. I think he's missing the chip to solidify that 5 spot.
So I guess Chino, so are we talking about like right now or eventually? Because eventually, yeah, I think you get there, but right now, I would say no.
Yeah, no, I think I said right now in the midst of my argument because I was excited,
Good.
but I ain't mean that. I ain't mean that. I ain't mean to say that. My bad.
Yeah, I think he eventually get there, of course, and he's going to be I think Chris Paul is going to be the new model of what a point guard should be, or he should be. If you're coaching out there, or if you're a point guard out there, I definitely think you should be watching Chris Paul over anybody else. I know the league is kind of shifting towards scoring guards, but every team needs a Chris Paul. Every team needs a Rondo. So if you got them skill sets, man, keep working on it because Chris Paul is somebody to watch. and admire. His game is one of the toughest games I ever seen. He know what spots to get to, when to get to. He played defense. I don't think he played enough defense. That's just me. But he played defense. He know how to read what's going on, like I said, on the floor. So he going to finish top 5. Some people out there might think he top 5 now, but he definitely going to finish top 5.
Correct.
Yeah, so, again, go ahead, you know.
No, that's a wrap. That's a great conversation, you know. Again, I just wanted to shout out the sponsors before we continue on to the next part of the show. Shout out to Talk About Buzz on Instagram and Facebook. Buzz Mobile Bartender, hit them up for all your bartending needs.
Shout out Buzz Mobile. Man, another great episode, guys. Another one in the books. Besides all the mic issues I was having, so if you heard them, I do apologize. But hey, you know our motto is unprofessional professionals. It is what it is.
Facts.
Some things is gonna happen sometimes. It's all about how you finish.
A fact.
So once again, man, shout out to the hoopers out there. Shout out to our sponsors. We appreciate the love. Shout out to my bros, of course. And just continue to watch, man. We're going to keep coming at y'all harder and harder. Pause. Jeez. Super pause.
Let's just go ahead.
I'm MaudyGraw. You know, I got my bros, Chino and Peazy with me. Bronationhoops, Season 3, Episode 3. Appreciate the love. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We out.